What's up guys, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you 5 fun things that you can do in Sonic Speed Simulator. And by the way, I just got Roblox on my phone, so no lag guaranteed. So the first thing you can do is actually, there's this little cool thing in Speed Jungle Zone, so let's go ahead and head over there real quick, alright? And what you're going to want to do is you're going to come over here, find this little rail right over here, right here. And what you're gonna do is that you're gonna hop on this rail. You're gonna come up here, all the way up here. And now you're gonna hit the spring. You're gonna hit these springs right here. And then it brings you to this big obby right up here. So this is just one thing you can do if you're just like super bored. And if you really want to challenge yourself, you can use no super characters. See, this obby is massive. It goes from all the way down there to all the way up there. Right up there. So this is just one little cool thing that you can do. Honestly, it's really fun if you don't use super characters just to cheat your whole way through. And it really requires a ton of skill. It's kind of like a skill check if you really want to. Oh my gosh. Chat. No! I fell. Aw, crap. Alright. Yeah, so this is one of the cool things that you can do. Many people may or may not know about that. Not too sure. So with that, on to the next. Alright, the next fun thing you can do is just like complete events that you haven't completed yet. So like over here you got like the Ninja Sonic event, and I haven't completed this one yet. I'm obviously not doing that because, well, this is a video titled 6 things you can do in Sonic Speed Simulator, not completing the Ninja Sonic event. Well, okay, whatever. So you can just like go around to other worlds, complete events that you already haven't, and maybe build up your team mastery, because not gonna lie, mine is kind of low because I've been selling a lot of my skins, so yeah, I'm missing a lot of skins, like a lot of skins. So that's just one of the cool things you can do. So, and with that, on to the next one. Alright, so this next one actually involves like your skins and stuff. So another fun thing is just trying to get like the most amount of stats you can possible. Like the most amount of magnet stat, the most amount of stamina, luck, just any stat you want to actually. Because it could be really useful, because like if you take like Hero Shadow, pair it with those skins, pair it with Toy Robot Silver at 6 stars, SBO Chow, and what other Magnet Chow do I have? That's seriously the only one. And also take the Gunpowder Trail, which also has a +10 magnet. So that's a 18 plus 12, that is 30, plus 8, that's 38, plus 10, that's a 48 magnet right there, I think, if I did that right. And if you just see, you can actually like, plus with the Infinite Magnet Game Pass down here, you actually get like a large magnet bubble. Like, see, like I'm all the way up here and I'm collecting all this stuff. Of course, there's a certain height limit because you just don't have like an infinite range magnet. And the infinite magnet's like an infinite timer, not infinite range. If you had an infinite range, you had to just pop into every single world and just like, that'd actually be super broken. But that's just one of the cool things you can do. Again, I'm gonna be saying that a lot in this video. So with that, on to the next. Now the next fun thing that you can do is actually just like a plain game mechanic, but it's actually just races in general. because races is one of those things that like really nobody uses because, well, they're kind of long forgotten at this point. But you know, if you ever just want to get some race tickets, you can just hop in a race and just play. Because they're like really fun. Because like, as right now, you got the Emerald Coast race, which Game Fam, where's an Emerald Coast zone? We need that immediately. If you bring like a summer update or something, can you please give us Emerald Coast? But yeah, it's just again, cool thing, just fun to do. Hop in a race. Also, there's a challenger almost every single race, so you're like almost guaranteed to get like a lot of tickets. And that's with the 2x ticket game pass, which I also have. But you just like do races, just kind of like improve your time. Try to get like a lot of shortcuts in. I obviously did not take the most optimal route there, and I literally almost died. But yeah, you can also build up your rings as well, and get you a lot of race tickets to get some skins, because the race shop still exists, and they haven't updated that thing in like 4 months. I don't know if it's been exactly 4 months, but it's been a while since they've updated it. It's just another like cool thing you can do, because races are kind of like long forgotten. They used to be like really cool back then in SSS 1.0, but then they just became like a game mechanic instead of like a cool like thing to do, and then they just kind of forgot about it. But yeah, they haven't really brought in any new race suit skins or anything into the game in a while. But again, it's just one of those cool, neat little things you can do. Just find shortcuts, get your best time, do whatever you want, absolutely destroy the crap out of Metal Sonic like I just did. And 44 tickets, you are not going to get that much. Trust, I just have the 2x tickets game pass. You are not gonna get that much in one race. So, and with that, and like build up like your race tickets and stuff, because you see I only have Race Suit Sonic and Race Suit Shadow. I'm still missing all these skins, and by the looks of it, these skins are not going anywhere for a little while. I can actually buy a few of these skins. Yeah, I can buy all of these skins up to Race Suit SVO. I can buy any one I want. But with that being said, on to the next one. Alright, and the next thing you can do, just for fun, is trying to get an Elite Sonic. If you seriously have nothing else to do in this game, this is something that you could really do. Because it used to be 100%, but then they buffed it down to 90% once Hero and Dark came to the game, I think. Or maybe it was the new UI. But they buffed it down to only 90% instead of 100%, So they made it a bit easier to get Elite Sonic, but I don't know, maybe it's about the same since there are 2 more achievements. Rouge's Adventure in Metro City, and then Metro City Red Star Rings. So, and we're just gonna go ahead and go to the next one, which is right here. Just strolling around in like Green Hill, Emerald Hill, or City Escape in just nighttime. And just like checking it and just like playing the game in nighttime. Because not gonna lie, I think the nighttime versions are like way better than the daytime versions. I don't know, but it's definitely better for like skins like the Luminosity skins and like Hero and Dark Shadow, because they just glow and it looks like really nice. So, and there's one in Green Hill, as you already know, because we're literally in Green Hill right now, and for some reason this will not load. It kind of looks like snow, not gonna lie. I wish they would bring back Snow Valley. I kind of like that zone. But as you see, there was one right here, and then one in Emerald Hill, and then one in City Escape. So, and with that, let's get on with the next one. Alright, and for this video, I know it was 5, but we actually have 2 honorable mentions for this video. The first one is just trying to unlock all of the classic zones. Well, not all of them, just try to get some classic zones. because most of them got revamped, but some of them are locked behind their classic phase, like Chemical Plant, and that one requires 200 mastery. I am going to try my hardest to get that, because I really, really want Chemical Plant. But just to get these, just because it's just a fun way to just get skins and stuff. And also if you played Sonic Speed Simulator like way back in the day, they're just like very nostalgic, because they still have like the Knuckles cards and stuff. They still have them in the game. They have it in Emerald Hill Classic, which I'm obviously in right now, Lost Valley Classic, and anything that has a card. I think it's still there. Oh, well, that's cool, because for the veteran Sonic Speed Simulator players, you know that there used to be an Emerald Hill obby right here, and they still at this time. I'm not sure my best time was 77.77 seconds. That might just be like a placeholder, but it may or may not be my best time. I don't know. But it's just like super nostalgic to all the Sonic Speed Simulator veteran players. And it's just really nostalgic just going back into these worlds and just looking at what Sonic Speed Simulator used to be. A way better game than it used to be now. But yeah, because they still have like all the ring vaults, all like the ramps from the Riders update when hoverboards first came to the game, and they just have a ton of stuff that nostalgic Sonic Speed Simulator veteran players will remember. And also the enchantment table, which sadly does not work, but again, it's super nostalgic to every person that played Sonic Speed Simulator back in the day. So with that, on to the final and last thing you can do. We only have like 2 obbies in this game, and that's the Synth City and then that one in Speed Jungle. But this one's like a full-blown obby from the RB battles, and they brought it back. You can still get like all the switches and stuff, but sadly the April Fool's stuff still isn't here. On April Fool's, everyone was recommending that they should just keep this in the game, and lo and behold, they did. But sadly, you're gonna need to get to Metro City, which is the last world in the game. So for newer players, this might be a bit grindy. But trust me, the more adventures you do, the better you'll get in the game, and then you'll just fly through these in a breeze. So it's just one of those I don't know, I'm just like bored and I just want to play the game, because that's literally what this entire video is based about. It's because, well, not gonna lie, I'm kind of running out of video ideas, guys. Besides events, I seriously am kind of running out. And like latest Sega news, I'm actually kind of running out of ideas. But I now have Roblox on my phone, which, as you have been seeing throughout this entire video, we can finally get a full screen display, not like me recording off my TV, because this neat little feature called Screen Record, and also just get good quality gameplay. It's like no lag, good quality, and oh my gosh, this obby is kind of slow because they kind of got rid of your speed. No, please. Okay, that was close, because I was almost at the end. Okay, again, close. Yeah, see, because they don't have the April Fool's stuff. And that was the last thing that you could do in Sonic Speed Simulator. So, and with that, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see y'all guys in the next video. Bye!